When you look at the statistics, education in Malawi in general is not in a good place, but it's even worse for girls.
Whenever it comes to education, if parents are given a priority to choose, they will always choose a boy. So you find that girls will always be the last to be given an opportunity to go to school. Because of the food insecurity in their homes, people would choose to say, fine, a girl can get married and should be looked after by somebody else. But a boy would be taking the responsibility of looking after the family.
We engage in gender dialogue, changing the whole conversation about roles of men and women, girls and boys. It's actually beneficial not only to the woman or the girl, but to the man who may feel overburdened by their responsibilities.
Sanitation is a big problem for girls in Malawi. Without any intervention, the kind of sanitary facilities you'd find in a school that care is not working with, you probably go 2 toilets for the entire school. All the girls can't really fit. The boys have ways of taking care of their needs, but then a girl can't do that. Certain times of the month, you find that girls just drop out. When she does come back to school, she's behind. These sanitary facilities encourage girls to stay in school for that week that would have taken off. They then continue with the education and then becomes equitable between boys and girls. For care, it's not just building a sanitary facility, it is working with communities, engaging in advocacy, working with teachers and other service providers to make sure that these services are adequate and they are actually appropriate. Gender-based violence sometimes happens in the home. It has an effect of eroding confidence in these girls, knowing that girls have to travel long distances to school in areas that might not be safe. School itself ends up being a place where violence is actually perpetrated. You don't really concentrate on your studies when you're worrying about your welfare. Most girls in Malawi tend to be shy and timid. If something happens, they'll just keep it to themselves. CARE discovered that girls that are able to speak out and are confident, know their rights, they are the ones who actually experience less violence, also better able to report.
Most of the schools where we are working, these are schools in the remote areas, and you can hardly find a female teacher. What they see are their mothers, their aunties who have never been to school. So really they don't have role models. So that's why we're saying let's have female teachers go to the remote areas. And one of the challenges why female teachers don't go to rural areas is that there is no accommodation.
Without accommodation, it becomes difficult for such people to be there. So they would always choose to be in town than to be in the rural areas. So Join My Village, what it does is constructs good houses that can accommodate even 2 teachers. So that motivates them, because we have also introduced an incentive to those teachers that are best teachers in those schools.
Previously, the laws in Malawi were that if a girl is pregnant, her education is terminated permanently. The work that CARE did in advocacy with other organizations, the government actually changed that position and came up with policies where girls can actually go back to school after being pregnant.
Women who are not educated, it's very difficult for them to educate their children. These girls are the women of tomorrow, mothers of tomorrow. Whatever the enemy, the poverty, the hunger, violence, with education, a girl can fight